Day one of creating my podcast in a week, and I'm sitting down to do the structure first. Let me show you. So the first day, I am defining the goal of the podcast, defining the content I'm going to create, and then I'm going to create a name and description off SEO from those goals, so that, because I'm all tying this back into sales, cover art, and then I'm going to start the account. And I might go ahead and actually film that first episode. So I decided that the goal of the podcast is going to be to drive education and traffic to my 100 post system URL for my 100 post package. So I went ahead, I kind of thought about it a little bit, and I was like, my goal is really to educate on what that system is, so that when they can either learn the system through the podcast and do it themselves, or if they're ready for me to help them, then they can go ahead and hire me and they understand the value of what I offer. So because of that, I'm actually just going to use the logo for the cover art. And this is the logo I'm using, or this one. And I'm actually going to switch it to this kind of cooler black background. So the trick about cover art to remember is that it is going to be really small on people's phones. I just had somebody yesterday send me their draft design, and it's just too small, and there were too many pieces. There were like 3 or 4 elements on their cover art. You want it to be something that's easily read, pretty small on somebody's phone while they're scrolling. So that's something to be aware of. So the next thing I need to do is SEO the description. For some reason, my writing is off today. I was kind of struggling with the description of what I wanted it to be. So I utilized ChatGPT for this. So ChatGPT gave me this description, and then I asked it for a shorter one because there's a limit on how many words. The next thing I wanted to do was start the account so that it's up and ready to go. There's a whole bunch of different ways you can do this. I don't get any kickback. I'm just going to tell you my favorite is Podbean. They have a free account. It's connected to your Google, so it's just really easy to sign in. It's really easy to use. You can have multiple podcasts on there if you end up starting other ones. It's pretty inexpensive and a really nice user-friendly dashboard. It also comes with a free website. Most of the podcast hosting platforms do now, but I just found I like these templates. It's easy to use, which means in an hour, I have decided on my podcast goal. I've decided on the content I'm going to do, which is going to be educating on the system of the 100 post package. I've got SEO name, which is the 100 post system, really, in the description. And I've started my account on Podbean. And I made the cover art. So I think one of the reasons why I'm able to do these pieces a little faster than some of the people that I've helped do it is because I have confidence that even if I only reach 1,000 or 10,000 people with this podcast, that I will still be helping them and it will still be potential clients. So, and a lot of content. It's going to be a couple hundred pieces of content, just doing my first 10 episodes. So to me, this is very valuable, even if it doesn't become the top podcast. And the other piece is I always simplify down every piece of this so that it was the cleanest, simplest version of it to help me get done